Water stars Ben Affleck as a well-to-do husband who allows his wife, played by Ana de Armas, to have affairs in order to avoid a divorce. He becomes a prime suspect in the disappearance of her lovers. Based on the novel of the same name, this is directed by Adrian, the director of Indecent Proposal, Fatal Attraction, and Flashdance, among many others, in his first film in 20 years, and it was just released on Hulu after being delayed and pulled from a theatrical release due to Disney's acquisition of Fox. And this is yet another they don't make them like they used to sort of film, as it's an erotic thriller, which you don't often see anymore, especially one with big names like Affleck and de Armas, especially in theaters. Though while I'm not exactly a big fan of the genre to begin with, it's unfortunate that the return for both the genre and this director wasn't exactly something stronger. Now, I don't think this is terrible, the way others were ripping it apart, though this was a bit messy. Now, I will say, Ben Affleck is very good here. He does a great job of giving an air of mystery to this character, whose motivations are questionable with every word out of his mouth, though who can also have some sympathetic leanings to him every so often, even if he's not totally likable. Like, I was especially getting some Gone Girl vibes from his character, as he'll say something and emotionally, he pulls you all over the place, going from you being weirded out by him, but then thinking he might be misunderstood or pathetic, back to not being likable, and the way he seamlessly shifted between so many different emotions was fantastic. And there is a compelling mystery at the heart of this, which I appreciated, as I love a good murder mystery film. Though any suspense built up from this did he or didn't he do it story would often feel undermined by a lot of clunky writing and lack of chemistry among a number of the cast. You think that because Affleck and de Armas dated at the time of filming that they would have great chemistry with one another, but the exchanges between them felt so disjointed with little emotional depth beyond Affleck's committed performance. They often felt like they were talking past one another. And to be clear, I like Ana de Armas in general, and she's not bad here, but the actions by her character aren't as nuanced. I mean, this is clearly a toxic relationship, and at the end of the day, I don't think either of the two are truly likable, but with her in particular, there's no question of how detestable of a person she truly is. Every line uttered by her feels like nothing but contempt, with her normal conversations feeling filled with just as much vitriol as when she accuses Affleck of murder. And it just becomes grating. And while the rest of the cast is all fine, including Tracy Letts as a new neighbor, and Lil Rel Howery as a friend of the couple, it sometimes feels like everyone's acting in completely different movies. Howery in particular feels like he goes to waste, just being present to offer some commentary on a situation that didn't add all that much to the story, and it felt like a missed opportunity to use such a charismatic actor. And because of how disconnected everyone was from one another, and for the way no one seemed to be on the same page, for me it led to a few moments of unintentional humor. From the delayed reactions to moments of characters going from 0 to 100 in an instant, the emotional intensity that was required at certain points just wasn't there. It made this entertaining at times, usually for the wrong reasons, but not enough that it was anything I really needed to revisit. Maybe if Line and the cast leaned into the schlock element all the way, I'd have been a little more on board with this. So while Deep Water isn't quite as bad of a movie as it's being made out to be, I still don't think it's exactly the strong return from Adrian that I would have liked. Despite an occasionally intriguing mystery and a committed Ben Affleck, the clunky writing, unlikable nature of some of the characters, and lack of chemistry, especially between its two leads, make it a very inconsistent viewing, and one that I wouldn't call the most satisfying. You can certainly do much worse than this, but it's also not all that great. Deep Water gets a 5.5 out of 10. So let me know, did you see Deep Water, or are you planning to see it, and what were your thoughts? Was it one of your favorite Ben Affleck movies, or one of your favorite Ana de Armas movies? Let me know in the comments below so we can discuss. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and share it, and for more movie reviews and film discussion, please make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay updated. Thanks for watching everyone, and keep having fun with film.